Knowles, president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and here we are at another member connection. And I'm excited about this one because we're talking about health and wellness and the importance of staying fit. And before we get started, a word from our sponsor.
This is garbage, and you probably think all of it just goes to waste. But in Miami-Dade, we convert most of what you throw away into energy. In our waste-to-energy facility, we can turn about 90% of your everyday garbage into reusable fuel.
Levels look good.
That creates clean electricity for our community. Enough energy to power 35,000 homes. Pretty illuminating, huh? In Miami-Dade, nothing goes to waste.
And we're back, and I'm here with Miss Canela Bodero of Ocean Life Studios. How are you?
Good, thank you.
And a new member of the chamber.
Yes, I am this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So Ocean Life Studios, let's hear about that. What is Ocean Life? What's going on?
This to you. So I'll tell you how I created it, came up with the idea. So I'm a physician assistant. I work in a hospital in emergency medicine.
Oh, boy.
So it's long shift, long work. And my husband's a personal trainer. So he works at high-end fitness gyms.
Okay.
So one day I was coming home from work in the ER and I was very tired and I'm laying on the couch exhausted. And my 5-year-old came next to me and she says, "Mommy, are you happy?" And that took me aback that she noticed like my exhaustion.
Right.
She noticed my fatigue. She noticed my mood. She's 5 years old and she asked me if I was happy. And so I started to reflect and I said, wow, I'm not happy in the rat race.
Right.
And
right.
my husband's in the rat race. I never see him. He works early, works late. I said, wow, we're working very hard. And we both have 25 years experience in our fields. So I was like, let's do it together and make this community together. So we decided to make this fitness as a boutique fitness and wellness studio.
Okay.
So he's the director of fitness, I'm director of wellness, and we combined our skills and created Ocean Life Studio. So it's an integrative experience. In the front of the studio is all fitness. We have a variety of classes, children's class, adult classes. In the back of the house is wellness. We have acupuncture, nutrition, massage, medical consults. So the thought is this integrative experience, you'll become happy and healthier, right? Which I was missing in my life at that moment of...
What your 5-year-old...
My 5-year-old pointed out to me.
Yes. You look stressed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So she rocketed me into this business and this business plan. And so it became Ocean Life Studio because the ocean is my favorite place to be.
Okay.
So I created the one here in Miami as Ocean Life Studio because ocean and just brings me joy and happiness and health and peace and all those things I want to bring people to.
Right.
But I'm originally from New York City, so we want to make a second location and call it City Life Studio.
Okay.
So we would have Ocean Life and City Life. And then my husband and I, we love traveling to Colorado.
All right.
And so we want to do Mountain Life.
Okay.
So that would be our 3 locations.
Great.
So that's kind of where we're going.
Right. So how long have you been in Miami?
2007.
Okay, so you've been here a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not one of the transplants.
No, not
from
this
the
new
pandemic.
COVID.
Yeah. We got a lot of folks.
Yeah.
I believe they were saying at one point 1,000 people a day were moving into Florida, and it may have even increased since then. And obviously, Miami has become the place that everybody wants to be. I think we always knew that Miami was the place to be. But we talk about health. Before we got started, I mentioned that I teach yoga.
Yeah.
And is that a part of what you offer there at the studio?
Yes. So we have a variety of yoga classes. We do the vinyasa, which is a flow yoga.
Right.
We do aerial yoga. So there's silk hammocks from the ceiling.
Familiar. Yeah.
And we do aerial yoga. We do still mace yoga. So it's a weighted bar. And we do all the postures with this weight in our hands.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
Could you explain that one a little bit?
Sure. So still mace, the actual weighted bar, is from India. And it's a very ancient way of fitness. So they would train with the spar. So when they went to battle, they could pull their sword out, or they could ride on the horse. So it was an exercise that they used the spar with for many years, right? And it became a trendy fashion in fitness maybe 15 years ago.
Okay.
It's new to the States as far as fitness.
Okay.
And then this woman from India, she took yoga and still mace and brought it together. So there's this hybrid, it's fitness and yoga combined.
Okay.
So it's super unique. There's only 2 women certified in South Florida. I'm one of them and another lady. Yes, yeah. So it's exciting. We do a lot of unique classes there.
I have to really check that out. As I mentioned, I teach vinyasa. I've been teaching about 4 years now, maybe 5.
Awesome.
And I've been off and on. A lot of folks who've been off and on into yoga, you might go a month or 2, or you miss a month or 2. And then I decided to get serious about it. And I got my 200-hour certification, and I've been contemplating getting to 300 so I can go deeper. But that sounds interesting. In particular, I actually just started first of the year, beginning of February, actually going to the gym and actually working out and lifting weights and doing some other calisthenics and using the body. But talk about that whole, the importance of physical fitness and working out and doing something like yoga.
Right. Yeah, I don't think we all have to be triathlon athletes, like these top star athletes. But I think daily exercise is so important for the health. If you have blood pressure, if you have anxiety, if you have any kind of element, I think starting with exercise is really a big difference in your life. It's not a quick fix, go to the doctor and get a pill, right? It's something that a lifestyle, right? So I think yoga is a great place to start. It's gentle on the joints, it's strength trains, and balance. Most people don't know as we age, we lose our balance.
Right.
That's why most falls occur. And I think yoga, retards that process of losing balance, right? So
absolutely.
So many benefits.
Yeah. Again, speaking, I was in the gym and you probably, I'm sure you can relate to this. So one of the guys, they were lifting and one of the guys saying, well, I can't do that right now because he has an injury.
Okay. And
what I told them, you see a lot of guys lifting 100, trying to curl 175, 100-pound bar.
Right.
And my analogy was, guys, you're not getting ready to compete for Mr. Universe.
Right.
So why are you, putting yourself through that? And like I said, he had an injury. Now he can't really do what he would like to do. And my whole premise is basically to keep my body tight. I'm not trying to be Mr. Olympia. I do want to build muscle because it's important, because we do, as we get older, we lose muscle mass and so on and so forth. So talk about that a little bit.
The importance of not overdoing it.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. So I always start my class. I always say modification is a sign of wisdom, not weakness.
Okay.
So I always say this because people have these egos. I have to do more. I have to be the best. I have to be stronger. Like you said, 175 pounds. Why?
Right.
So I think it's better for us to be wise, in our movement pattern. So yeah, I think you have to look at what your ultimate goal is and then plan it. My husband always does individual plans for each person because your body type and my body type are two different body types, right? So we shouldn't be doing the same exercises. So I think looking for goals and then setting a true plan so you don't get injured.
Right. Now, you mentioned acupuncture and some of the other services that talk about how acupuncture works a little bit, and talk about some of the other services that you provide.
Sure, yeah, so great. The Zen services are amazing, so it complements the fitness.
Okay.
So acupuncture, so we have Dr. Ma on staff. He's from China, 30 years physician, so he really knows what he's doing. I'm not Oriental medicine, I'm Western medicine trained.
Okay.
But, he talks about the meridians and he does the pulse and sees where your imbalance is. And he really treats a wide range of elements, from weight loss to fertility. Most of our members see him for pain management.
Okay.
So if they have like back pain, neck pain, they see him for that, or for weight loss, our members. But he really can treat any kind of element. So we use him as the team, like one of the team members. So like if you're trying to, okay, for example, if you came to us and said, I'd like to lose weight, you'd see the personal trainer, get a fitness plan, see him for the acupuncture. He also does teas and some oriental medicines with the acupuncture treatments. And then hopefully you can meet your goal,
right,
with that. We also have massage therapy.
Okay.
And both the massage therapists do injury-based massage, and then they also do relaxation.
Okay.
So I don't know, I mentioned earlier I have a children's program.
Okay.
So my thought is the mothers can put their kids in the class and then go in the back of the house and have a massage, some mommy time.
Right.
So that's kind of the massages. They either treat the parents while the kids are practicing, or anybody who needs a massage. We all need a massage at some point.
I need a massage.
Yes, come by.
I do. I was just saying to someone the other day, we were talking about massage. I need a massage. I haven't had a massage in quite some time.
Yeah.
But speaking about massages, do you do Thai massage by any chance?
So we have somebody on staff who does that.
Because I'm one of those. I like deep tissue massages versus Swiss or that little
moving the oil.
moving the oil. No.
Yeah. No, we definitely have that as well.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And how long have you been at your location?
Oh, it's an interesting story. So this happened 2019. Well, 2018 is when my daughter came to me.
Right.
And it took a while to prepare everything, the finances, the plan, the business plan. So 2019, I found the space and it needed a lot of construction. So we started with the permitting and there was a lot of mishaps.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yes, that part.
Yeah.
So it took an entire year, 2019 to 2020. So February.
And not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Is this something you were trying to do yourself?
Yeah. No. What do you mean? Myself.
I mean, in terms of the permitting and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way.
You learned, yeah. So that's one thing I'll say to our audience. She is a licensed nurse,
physician
assistant. That's her specialty.
Yes.
She's a yoga instructor. That's her specialty.
Yes.
She's not a specialist in building out space. So hire, that's part of getting your back of your house together. You all hear me talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
And that's part of hiring the team around you.
Correct.
So it took you a year because we have another member of the chamber who has a restaurant, and they were dealing with issues with their contractor and that whole process for over a year, almost 2 years.
Oof.
And they were paying rent.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
So I cut you off, but go ahead and finish.
Wait, that's where you're going. This is where I was.
Okay, yeah. So you're having the permitting issues.
Permitting contractor, we changed contractors. There was multiple obstacles, And I remember sitting at a light one day and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is not going to pan out. And as I'm sitting at this three-lane light, there's a Bentley here, a Rolls Royce here, a Ferrari there, another fancy car. And I'm like, wait, this city has money. I can do this. Like, I can get through this. Like, I have to figure this out. The city has, look at all these beautiful cars around me. So the green light went and I was like, I'm going to do it. Never mind. And I just kept going, right? So anyways, we got the permits. We got the construction finished. I opened February 2020. The best day of my life. March 7th, 2020, I got a notice. You have mandatory lockdown, the pandemic.
March 7th.
Yeah, so I was open basically 3.5 weeks.
Wow.
The pandemic.
And, the thing is, and I know the pain and suffering you went through because I was on the mayor's the panel for bringing everybody back, and gyms and spas were one of the last ones.
I understand, but it was
because you're directly touching and engaging and so
So the day I closed, I'm not a crier. I'm a New Yorker, so I'm tough cookie. I sat outside the business and tears were coming down my eyes. And I called my grandmother. She's a very old lady. And I said, Grandma, they closed my business. It took me a year. And I'm bawling, weeping. She's like, get it together. She's like, I lived through World War II. I lived through the Great Depression. She's like, this is nothing. Get it together. Right. I'm like, okay, I'll get it together. So I snapped out of that little moment of grief. And we transitioned. We started doing Zoom classes, right? Zoom flourished, right? Yeah. So we started doing Zoom classes. And then when we were allowed back to the studio, there was restrictions.
Right. You had to be 10 feet apart.
Right.
And all
the restrictions. So we started adding COVID testing. I partnered with a local doctor and we started doing COVID testing.
Exactly.
So I was like, took my grandma's advice and she's like, pivot, like just get it together, do something else, you know? So
don't we did Zoom. Don't have a pity party.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Thank goodness for grandma. But anyways, we started doing Zoom classes. We started doing COVID testing, and we're still in business.
Right. You know? And you're growing and you're thriving.
Yeah. So this year I added a third element. We're going to start doing retreats.
Okay.
Because I noticed all these people are coming to Miami.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, we're in this golden location. Let me use this thing I've created. I mean, I have this beautiful classes. I have the great massage therapist. So now I'm marketing to outside of Florida. Okay. Like New York, Chicago, people where they're cold and come for a 3-day retreat.
Now, how do you do that? So your space, because usually when I think about a retreat, you're staying at a particular space.
Correct. So I partnered with 2 local hotels that are around my business.
Okay.
So I went and spoke with both the managers there. So I have a partnership. So I have dates selected for the retreats, and the person will sign in. They will stay at those hotels. And then I've created these packages. So one is called Lotus.
Okay.
In Lotus, you will take some of the yoga classes. You'll do a little detox program with supplements, massage, acupuncture. And then the second package is called Lion, and you'll do all the workout classes, boot camp. And so it's supposed to increase your metabolism.
Okay.
And so... yeah, they've been going great. I've only had 2 so far, but there's some more coming.
Oh, yeah. It has to start somewhere. Yeah. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Sure. Ocean Life Studios. Or my phone number is 305, the business, 613-4033. So, or Instagram, Ocean Life Studio.
All right. Do you have a website?
Yeah, oceanlifestudios.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We might have to have a spa day at Chamber Spa Day at Ocean Life Studios.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
We could co-teach.
Yeah. Hey, I'll get back on the mat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is exciting. You know, as I say, our health is our wealth.
Yeah.
You can have all the money in the world, and if you're not healthy, it means nothing. And you'll spend it all trying to get healthy. So why not be in front of it and do these things that, what I see with us, in particular, it's probably all over the world, not just Americans. You know, we finish high school and then we sit down.
Correct.
And we eat and then we sit down.
Correct.
And when we were younger, you ate. At least in my generation, probably your generation, you ate and you ran outside and you ran around and you did everything. Yeah. Now, and I'm sure you're seeing it with kids, probably some obesity happening because they eat and then they're sitting on their on the phones.
Yeah.
They're not moving their bodies. So we really need to really promote this. And I really appreciate you being here. This has been the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. Ocean Studios, Ocean Life. We just want to thank you for joining us. If you want to know more about the Chamber, go to www.m-dcc.org. Stay tuned for our upcoming event, our Symposium and Business Leaders Lunch, which will happen on May 20th at the Hyatt, downtown Miami. But if you want to learn more about being healthy, reach out to
Canela Bodero.
Canela Bodero at
oceanlifestudios.com.
And the number is
305-613-4033.
And remember to reach the chamber at 305-751-8648, www.m-dcc.org.